Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name's James.
And I'm Pawani.
And in this video, Pawani looks like she's got some Sri Lankan cuisine she wants to show us. I personally don't have any idea what she's about to cook. So let's take a look. So I've just come into the kitchen and I've seen all this laid out. Looks like a bit of chicken over there. Spices here. Onions, tomatoes, lettuce. Carrots, onions, eggs, more onions. Pepper. What on earth are we cooking today?
We are making Sri Lankan Kottu.
What is that, may I ask?
That is Sri Lankan, like, you make the rotis and then you mix the vegetables and you can make it in different ways. There's egg kottu, chicken kottu. I mean, guys, I will just show you how I'm gonna make this because this is my first time attempting like alone to make kottu. I have made it once as well, but it was completely different from the way that I'm trying to make it today. And it's James' first time trying kottu as well, because you never tried kottu, right? You never.
No.
I don't think Sri Lankan kottu you ever tried.
I don't even know what it is. What's this? Sorry.
So these dough balls, so I made it earlier. So I'm gonna make rotis out of this, and then I need to cut the rotis, but I'll show you guys the whole process while I'm making everything. But as you can see, I chopped everything.
So as a first thing, you need to prepare your dough, and here I got flour and an egg, and I put salt in it, and then you need to add some oil into your mixture. So this paratha roti, or the roti that you're gonna use for this kottu, a lot of people do it in different ways, so you can do the way you like it. You can add butter instead of the egg. You don't have to add an egg, or you can just not add anything, just oil and salt and flour. Like, it depends, really depends. There's lots of recipes for in different of these, so I'm just doing this way. And then I am adding a little bit of water, and then you need to obviously mix until you create a nice dough. And then obviously I needed a little bit more flour in there, and you need to make sure that you have a smooth dough ball and keep mixing until you get a nice dough. And then once you have this nice dough, you just try to stretch it out and see if it's stretched nicely. If it's stretched, then your dough isn't ready. So you put some oil, and then you need to put this dough ball to rest, and you can cover it with a cling film or with a wet cloth. And then you need to take a tray with oil in it, and then take your dough ball after 1 hour that's resting. That's how long I left it. And then divide your dough ball into equal parts. Here I managed to divide my dough ball into 6 mini balls. So, and you try to stretch that and obviously create some mini balls. And then you need to leave your mini balls to rest, so you can take a wet cloth and then put over the mini balls to rest. Obviously they need to be really soaked well in the oil. And then here I let them rest. And once my dough balls are resting, and I left them for another an hour or two, I'm just preparing my chicken curry in the meantime. So as you can see, I'm just putting oil into the pan, and then I'm gonna add all my ingredients, but I will just let you guys watch step by step what I'm doing and what I'm adding, and then obviously I'll show you guys the outcome as well. chicken curry is cooking. In the meantime, I waited quite a bit, like nearly an hour, and then I took my dough balls that we left it to rest. Then you start to like obviously stretch your dough ball like this. You start to do a sort of like, stretch that dough, so that dough will stretch like nicely like that. As you can see, you see that that is the consistent we need when we're making paratha, or the roti that we need for kottu. So you keep like doing like that, and as long as you get that stretched out, and then once it's stretched, you will then put into the pan to cook the roti. So once you stretched out the roti, you then put the roti into the pan. To make rotis, you have special pans, like bigger pans. If you know that they have the dosa kind of like pan that you use for dosa. But I don't have that, so obviously you deal what you have in the house. So this is what I got in the house. So obviously you leave the roti to cook, and then once the roti is ready and kind of like crispy, then you keep going and do for all the other rotis as well. Here all my rotis are now done. Now it's time to cut them. I think when I filmed this, I didn't really think about where my camera was sitting, so I didn't really manage to film it properly. But you need to fold the rotis, like you grab like 2 or 3 rotis, and then you need to roll them and then cut in the middle, and then you need to make tiny squares. I think there is a small video where I can show you guys how tiny you need to cut. But as you can see, I didn't realize where my video was, and I filmed my head, which obviously I don't think you guys are interested in. But I'll show you. I think I should have a bit, so you will definitely see how thin the roti needs to be cut.
Here we are. About an hour later, we've got a curry made, chicken curry.
And I took some of the chicken out from the chicken curry and chopped it because we need make the kottu. And I got, what is this? The kottu roti that I made out of the dough.
2 eggs there. What are these eggs for?
We're gonna put it in here. So now I'm gonna put some olive oil to the pan like this, and the pan is heated, as you can see.
Fabulous. And these ingredients here, what are we going to use these for?
So now we're gonna put the onions. Let me just take another spoon. I'm gonna get this one. So
heat up the pan.
The pan wasn't really heated. Yeah, as you can see, the oil is moving there. And I'm gonna put the onions. Ooh, put the onions. The green chili, I'm gonna leave it. So I'm gonna just mix it. So I'm gonna put some. We don't have garlic cloves, so I'm just gonna put some garlic bread into it. And at this point, I'm gonna add all our cabbage and the carrots. We have lots of carrots. I think just gonna add this much. No, probably I'm gonna add the whole lot. I'm gonna mix it. So we can kottu, and obviously James never tried kottu. It would be interesting, right?
Yeah, I think this will be a first to me. I still don't know what the outcome will be, but I'm trusting you and your cooking skills.
So just mixing, and we can add pepper and salt. We're gonna add a little bit of pepper. So spicy, you add how much you want. Obviously, I'm not gonna add a lot because I don't think you can add that much of spice, can you?
No, I tend to cough a lot, as you've seen in our past videos.
So you add salt and things like that, depending on how much taste you would like in here. And I'm gonna put some of the chili flakes as well. And I think that will be enough at the moment. Ooh. So mix everything. I'm gonna add these green chilies, and then add some of the spring onions I cut. Normally you would use leeks, but in UK it's hard to find green leaves because we need the green part of the leeks. We only get the white part here whenever you go to the shopping centers or when you go to grocery stores. So I got spring onions, so I'm gonna just put a little bit of these green spring onions in here, and then leave a little to top up, and at the end, and garnish our cocktail. So yeah, mix until everything is kinda cooked. So our veggies is cooked. So almost there. We are almost there. Look at my chicken curry, it looks really nice. I'm making a big fan. I'm not gonna make it spicy, otherwise you can't eat it.
Yes.
So with kottu, the speciality with kottu is like you can have different type of kottu. So if you want a vegetable kottu, that's it. You add your roti and you mix it, that's it. If you want like an egg kottu, then you put the eggs and that's it. And obviously if you're a vegetarian and you don't eat chicken and meat, you just add the eggs and the roti, that's it, and that's all done for you. But if you eat meat, then we have the meat kottu, so that's why I made chicken curry. I'll show you guys how I'm gonna put that, but I'm just waiting this to cook. So now I'm gonna add the eggs. Oh my god, I don't know if I have good egg cracking skills. How do you call that? Egg cracking skills. But yeah, I'm gonna put 2 eggs. Ooh, nice. And then mix.
This is not how I quite imagined the eggs to be added, but I thought it was going to be a fried egg on top.
No,
something you see in Korean food a lot.
Yeah,
but
you
maybe
can,
it's not
you
here.
can do that, but this is into our thing. So once it's like this now, you're gonna put your roti inside. That's quite a lot. Now you're gonna mix it, and now you're gonna add the chicken gravy. So that's why we made the chicken curry, because you need to add the chicken gravy into here. So I'm gonna add some more chicken like that. Maybe another spoon, and then we'll see how. So this depends on how soggy you want your roti to be. Some people that like dry kottu, some people loves their kottu to be a bit kind of wet and not dry. And it's up to you. I don't mind. I would eat either way. Just making sure it's not too spicy for James to eat. And so normally when you make traditional kottu in Sri Lanka, you do have a big, kind of like a big, huge thing where you mix the kottu. But because we are just making kottu in the house, we just do it in the pan, and you use 2 tools to mix it. So all the vegetables and the flavors and everything is mix it properly. And now the last step is to add our chicken that we cut. I'm just gonna let it here. So these chicken bits that cut as well, and mix that as well to deliver into our kottu. And this is pretty much nearly done. What do you think about how it looks like?
Not what I was expecting, but yeah.
This is a Sri Lankan, kind of like a traditional but street food. It's easy to like find anywhere you go in Sri Lanka, pretty much. It's like yeah, it's kind of like a street food, like, but yeah, it's a full meal on and different flavors in Sri Lanka. So yeah, I love kottu. And
what about this chicken curry? Is that just going to go with it by the side?
yeah, you can have it by the side on top of it because some people like, as I said, some people like it dry. Some people would eat it like this. Some people want more like curry. So you just have the chicken curry next to it. Anyway, this is almost done, guys. I'm gonna just top it up with some spring onions on the top, like that, and our chicken kottu is done.
Buon appetito!
Anyway, now I'm gonna dish up, and then James will let us know if it's spicy or not, and if it's nice or not. And
does that look okay? Does that look okay for anyone who's cooked this before? It certainly does to me, especially this over here.
The chicken curry looks really good.
This is what the video is all about.
The kottu. Well, I'm gonna dish this up, and then we'll see you guys in a minute. So here, guys, I dish up our kottu, and it looks lovely. And James is ready to dig in. Let's have a look. Are you gonna have the first taste test?
Buon appetito!
Okay, so James is gonna have the first taste test. Let's have a look. What do you think? Might be spicy. Nice?
Yes, I can smell the spice. I might start coughing in a second.
Is it nice?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Although this is my first time ever tasting it, so this could be a good one or a bad one. Is it a good one?
It is a good one. So this is my one. So one second. I'm trying to put my camera on. But anyway, I did do kottu before, as I said at the start of the video as well, but in a maybe different way or different ingredients. But this is actually the first time me making the roti myself, and let's try it. That is nice. It's a bit spicy. Not that, it's not a lot spicy. It's nicer. You can feel the chicken, you can feel the roti, all your veggies in there. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
You can hear James is...
Oh, it begins. Luckily I've got this, but it's not really helping Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, whenever he eats spicy, it's always like this. Yeah, but it's really nice. Anyway, we're gonna enjoy our meal because it's so good, and James is yeah, anyway, it's spicy for him. But anyway, this turned out to be better than what I thought, and we will see you guys with our next video.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Like our videos, and obviously follow us, and we will see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye bye.